All day today, our friends over at CNBC have been taking a look at a resurgence in parts of the American economy. Tonight, we're focusing on an energy boom in the state of Ohio. Just last night, the city of Youngstown became the latest place to allow energy companies to use a controversial form of drilling called fracking on public land, hoping to cash in on newly discovered oil and gas reserves underground. It's also creating instant millionaires out of some private landowners, but some say it is not worth the risk. We get the story tonight from CNBC's Phil LeBeau.
In the sleepy village of Cadiz in eastern Ohio, the county recorder's office is the liveliest place in town.
Is this what it's like every day here?
This is what it's like every day. It's been like this every day for the last 2.5 years, yes.
Oil and gas company researchers are poring over century-old land records. It's the most excitement this job-starved, old coal mining region has seen since Clark Gable left his hometown. Stuart Henderson leased the oil and gas rights to his 1,100-acre farm for $1.6 million.
It seemed to be, a good idea to go ahead and lease it because the money was pretty good.
And since Henderson sold, prices in the area have quadrupled, minting 88 new millionaires in one county alone in the last year. Why is the land here so valuable? It sits atop the newly discovered Utica Shale deposit, rich with oil and natural gas. But how the oil and natural gas is retrieved is controversial. It's known as fracking. Millions of gallons of pressurized water are mixed with chemicals and injected into horizontally drilled wells, fracturing the bedrock and releasing previously unrecoverable oil and natural gas. While the industry insists the process is safe, environmentalists worry those chemicals could contaminate drinking water. The image of water catching fire in the documentary Gasland has come to symbolize the anti-fracking movement.
The question really becomes in the long run whether the hydraulic fracturing itself, whether the disposal of the waste, what happens with that and the impacts in the long run.
Despite the concerns, most locals think the risks are worth it. There could be more than 1,000 wells drilled in eastern Ohio in the next 2 years, and the ripple effect could potentially bring tens of thousands of jobs to the area. With an eye on those jobs, the area high school is teaching welding for the first time in 20 years. At the local fall festival this year, the talk was more pipelines than pumpkin rolls. Volunteers Rick and Kathy Carlton sold the drilling rights to their family's struggling evergreen nursery for more than $5 million. They splurged on a cruise for the grandkids and say the money hasn't changed them.
It just gives you the opportunity to share and give to the community.